Hey, Wanderlust 73 back again. I'm here today at the Red Bridge River access at the Manistee River, the Manistee National Forest in Michigan. Dead set middle of October, and this is kind of I don't know what you call it, a flash trip, gonzo backpacking. It's about 2 o'clock today. I'll be leaving here about 2 o'clock tomorrow. So just a little bit of a goat trail here next to the road. It's been cold here at night this week, down in the 20s, lower 30s, and still fairly warm during the day. So the colors are really starting to pop. So we're about a quarter mile down the road from the parking lot here, and this is where the fun begins. Red Bridge River access, parked right here, and we're actually gonna get somewhere up in here and just do some primitive or dispersed camping. And then tomorrow I'll hightail it back down. Blue skies, pretty colors, and this is kind of a neat trail. I've never been here before. One cool thing I saw before I even got here, first time I've ever seen one. You've seen deer crossing road signs, you know, children at play, things like that. I actually saw a bear crossing road sign. Had a big mama bear and 2 cubs following after it, bear crossing next 7 miles. So they're here in the forest, so all the usual precautions apply. Kind of been following this bluff the whole way. Beautiful. I'm on the Manistee River Trail. Across the river is the North Country Trail. North Country Trail is, I guess, kind of a east-west version of the Appalachian Trail, PCT, that sort of deal. It's about 4,000 miles long, and it'll take you, I want to say, from New York to North Dakota. So quite a hike. So if you're admiring the sexy orange cap, it is hunting season here in Michigan. So in the interest of keeping my gray matter between my ears, I thought I'd sport a little blaze orange. I was pleased to discover that the Earthmate companion app to my DeLorme doesn't actually require the inReach to work. You can fire it up, tell it to start tracking, it'll say, hey, there's no inReach. Want to just use your phone GPS? To which I said yes. So, like I was saying, or I may not have said, depending on how I edit this, this is National Forest, so unlike National Park, there's no reserves or campground nonsense or anything like that. 200 feet off the river, 200 feet off a trail. Throw your tent down, do your thing. Hungry. So I'm so tempted to snag Site 7B here, and this is why. This is the this would be the view out the tent door. Beautiful. Unfortunately, I don't want to have to rappel down to go fishing, and I do want to go fishing. So I picked up this Manta 36 AG. And the reason I ordered it was because I have an Osprey Escapist 30 liter, and man, I hate that bag. It's brutal. 10 pounds of camera gear in that thing, maybe a bottle of water stuffed in the side. It will do its best to amputate both arms by slicing right through your shoulders. It's horrible. And the reason for that is there's a belt on it, which might as well not be there, right? I mean, unless you tie your belt up like, you know, mid-torso, it's ridiculous. It's not nearly long enough. So picked up this Manta. So far, so good. Really happy with it. This belt's where it's supposed to be, a little bit thicker and padded, and drives all the weight right down to your hips where you want it. It came with a water bladder, 2.5 liter water bladder. So that was a bonus. And I've got that filled up. Got a little bit of food, some snacks, some oatmeal breakfast, and then a dinner for tonight if I can't catch my dinner. And then just the obscene amount of, you know, unnecessary junk I'm hauling along to have fun with. Forest really sports a lot of different looks along the way here. Start looking, it's just after 4 o'clock local time. I'd like to be somewhere by 5 at the outside, give myself a little time to set up and fish some. So I was hoping to get up a little bit further, but honestly anything from here on up is fair game. Finally getting back towards the river here. I was starting to lose faith. I love the forest, but there's only so much time you can spend in the dark and dim. Especially on such a nice bright day. Colors everywhere else. I'm gonna be sitting there trapped in Mirkwood. Look at that. .430, 5 miles dead on. Just there's a little side trail here. Finally back up on the river. I'm taking this over towards the river here. I want to see if there's a decent spot to camp, because this is pretty much what I was looking for. Right along the river, I can fish. So this is the Big Agnes Copper Spur, one person, UL1. They make it stupid simple to set up. You got orange tabs on the small side, gray on the large, orange tabs on the side of the poles that go into this side, gray on the other end, orange on the tent body, orange on the rainfly. So kind of hard to get it backwards. There you go. So when it comes to guying this thing out, this end has three cords, 1, 2, 3. I tie those all down to one stake. Obviously the front door on the other side has its own, so that's one on the other side, one there, and then one on the front end. I'm not going to record all of that, but we can do the one here. Nice soft ground. And this up here. If you haven't used these contraptions and you haven't cut them off to tie your own knots, These little guy line tension adjusters. You want to use the loop that's by the knot at the end of the line. That's the one you want to put around your stake. So the knot's at the end, then that, then the rest of it goes back up to the tent body. Then you just slide that up the line to make it taut. Okay, food bag. Definitely got the proximity to camp covered. I'm quite a ways away, which is not really a matter of bear paranoia as it is just finding something that would work. So this is the rat sack. This is the small. ArmoredOutdoorGear.com. Thick Velcro seal there, and a bunch of pretty fine metal mesh, maybe a couple millimeters in between links. Again, I've got food and toothpaste and whatnot in there. And then I'm just going to hang it so I don't have to worry about it while I'm fishing. Seal that bad boy back up. Now we're going to tie our rope to the carabiner. Okay. And there you go. And I've got a stick over here somewhere. And that's the clove hitch. Well, time has a way of getting away from you, especially when you're on your when you're flying solo and you got to do it all on your own. So, kind of had to make a choice: do some fishing or dick around taking pictures. I got plenty of pictures. I don't get out to fish too much, so hopefully there's some trout sitting here on this bend. The river really comes flying down, and then gets caught up here. So they should be laying in here, letting the river bring them the food. Let's see. So that that didn't take long at all. Little baby guy here. I'll put him back in here, and ain't no way he's big enough. What do we got? Good fish in here. No doubt about that. He's close. He might be eating size, but I'm going to put him back nonetheless. Just climbed on top of that ridge there. I got just a bubble of cell signal. Just enough to give the wife a call and let her know I'm alive and kicking. Dug out the fire pit some. Ooh la la, savor the adventure, rice and chicken. So that's a big 5-star review on the MSR Alpine. Boy, does it boil water. Alright, time to eat. That looks good. Looks like rice. Tastes good too. Time to hang the food back again. Pretty easy to spot my hang with the reflective cord. The camera kind of gets it, but it's bright as hell in real life. All set. So I'm going to chill out here and enjoy the rest of the night. This is probably my last trip of the year, short of coming back up here to hunt next month. Wake up tomorrow, do a little more fishing, just kind of kick back, relax, and then hike back. See you in the morning. Good morning. So as you can see, I ended up full mummy last night, and I'm pretty fully dressed too. It got pretty chilly out. Take a look right now. Yeah, 45. So it's kind of a cool night. Well, my bag here is rated to 34 degrees, and I've got a liner in it. But yeah, I don't know. Usually I run a little warmer at night, but not last night. I was feeling it. If you want the full tent tour, here you go. So I've I just jam a bunch of crap everywhere. Pretty decent amount of room in here. So the tent's got little pockets, little mesh pockets up in the corners here. There's a good amount of room. I mean, I'm 6'1", and it's kind of hard to tell, but I've got plenty of room above my head here. There's still a fair amount of room at my feet, a couple inches. I'm not touching the walls on either side. I've got the pad under me, and I can sit up completely in this tent to change and whatnot. Door's a little bit goofy, this moon-shaped thing. I've seen people complain about that. It hasn't given me any problems. I just, unzip it enough to get in and out. I'm not an acrobat, and it's not that hard to do. So just fold it in on the inside so it doesn't lay in the dirt. But yeah, and then there's that window there, the vent. Between that and, unless it's pouring rain, I keep half the vestibule open. I've never had condensation build up ever on this. So very, very happy. It's not the cheapest tent, but you get what you pay for, I think. It's super light, it's well made. And for a one-person tent, it's got a little more room than the rest. So, good times. So first thing I'm going to do is get this water filter in here before I go. That'll do it. So that's basically just sitting there, percolating away. You find yourself a little bit of water left up top and a balloon at the bottom. Just make sure you don't have this thing sealed so tight that air can't escape. The air's got to get out for the water to get in there. So I went for the coffee and Zone Bar breakfast. Skipping the oatmeal today. I'm not hungry. That Mountain House was pretty filling. And I had another bar last night for dessert. I like my Zone Bars. And I think driving back, I'm gonna stop and grab a local delicacy. In Michigan, they've got these things called pasties. It's spelled like pasties, but they're pasties, and they're like little pot pies. But they're really good. You can get them usually with vegetables, but you can get beef pasties and all that. So sample a little bit of the local flavors there on the way out, and they're pretty filling. They eat well in Michigan. So let's have a couple of cups of coffee here. I think I'm gonna get out there and maybe do a little bit more fishing. Pack up, hike out. Probably get back to the truck. It's about 8:45 now. As long as I'm back up there by 1 or 2 o'clock, that's plenty of time. I don't like driving at night in particular. If I leave here around 1 or 2, that'll get me home with maybe the last hour driving at night, which won't be bad because it's all highway driving. Driving around here at night, you're asking for landing a deer in your passenger seat, so that's not for me. Well, that's about it for the fishing, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. Popped, well, between last night and this morning, I don't know, 6, 7 trout. All I was using, just a little spinner, and kind of smashed those hooks down so it wouldn't mess them up so bad, since I was just popping it out and letting them go. But what a good time. Well, time to get going. So that's the breakdown. Basically just been taking everything over and jamming it in the pack. That's it. That's the whole tent down in here. Very That leaves the tripod. So I think I can definitely, I could definitely do a couple nights with the Manta here if I wanted to. At this point, it would just be jamming more food in. But yeah, that worked out really well. Happy with that. The old, did I forget anything at camp look. That's where I was fishing.
We're going to see that on YouTube, aren't we?
You betcha.
Okay.
Definitely a different scene hiking out today. I passed 20 people already hiking in. That's beautiful.
Yeah, the one on down the road, that one's just as nice.
Yeah. Clipping along pretty good today. About 12:25. So I've been on the trail for about an hour, 45 minutes. And just about a little under a mile and a half to the truck. It is 55 degrees out right now. And I'm booking, I'm making good time here. The mass influx of backpackers and day hikers has continued unabated. So, busy place. Let's keep that in mind for the return visit. I'm definitely going to come back. Enjoyed it a lot. No complaints. It's if you're looking for solitude, I wouldn't come here on the weekend based on this, but you know, I think during the week it's probably not as bad. Well, I hear cars and plenty of them. And yeah, there's the bridge. This should give you an idea of the amount of people I've been passing here. I was one of about, I don't know, 6-8 vehicles in this lot yesterday. Now they're parked all the way up in here. All right, back at the truck. It's a madhouse here. I can't believe it. Everyone's out for leaves, I guess. So I'm off to hunt down a pasty for lunch, and that's it. Awesome trip. Glad I made it up here. Quick overnight adventure, and thanks for coming along.